The brave little ant. In a quiet forest beneath a giant oak tree lived a small ant named Arlo. Arlo was different from the other ants. He was tiny, but he had a heart full of courage. Every morning, he helped carry food back to the colony. Whenever the younger ants were afraid, Arlo would tell them, "Being brave doesn't mean you are never afraid. It means you keep going even when you are." One sunny morning, the ants were busy gathering food when a terrible sound shook the ground. Thump, thump, thump. A large army of beetles had entered the forest. Their leader, a huge black beetle named Brutus, wanted to take the ants' food and destroy their home. The ants became frightened. "We're too small," cried one ant. "We can't fight them," shouted another. But Arlo looked at the colony and saw his friends trembling with fear. "We may be small," he said, "but we are many. If we stand together, we can protect our home." The ants gathered their courage and prepared for battle. When the beetles arrived at the entrance of the colony, Arlo noticed something important. The ground near the entrance was soft and covered with tiny stones. He quickly whispered a plan to the other ants. "Don't fight them one by one. Work together." Hundreds of ants began moving the tiny stones. They dug small tunnels beneath the ground and created a hidden path around the colony. Then Arlo climbed onto a tall leaf and shouted, "Now!" The ants pulled the stones from beneath the beetles' feet. Suddenly, the ground became unstable. The beetles stumbled and fell into the shallow tunnels the ants had prepared. "Retreat!" shouted Brutus. But Arlo and the other ants kept working together, surrounding the beetles from every direction. The beetles became confused and frightened. They finally ran away into the forest, leaving the ants' home untouched. The entire colony cheered. "We won! We won!" Arlo smiled, but he shook his head. "He didn't win because I was brave. We won because all of us were brave together." The youngest ants gathered around him. "Arlo, how did you know we could win?" He looked toward the setting sun and smiled. "Sometimes," he said, "the smallest creature can make the biggest difference when it refuses to give up." From that day forward, Arlo became known throughout the forest as the brave little ant. And whenever danger came,